Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and I want to come on and read one of my favorite pieces of literature out of the Epic of Gilgamesh. And this section is right on the end where Gilgamesh is sorely grieved by the death of his friend Enkidu. He searches for eternal life and he travels with Urshanabi across the Sea of Death, the black waters of death. And he comes to Dilmun, the place where the great Utnapishtim is residing, who the gods have given eternal life. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful scene. And the exchange here between Gilgamesh and Utnapishtim is very beautiful. So Urshanabi, the ferryman, brought Gilgamesh to Utnapishtim, whom they called the Faraway, who lives in Dilmun, at the place of the sun's transit eastward of the mountain. To him alone, of men, the gods had given eternal life. Now Utnapishtim, where he lay at ease, looked into the distance and said in his heart, musing to himself, "Why does the boat sail here without tackle or mast? And why are the sacred stones destroyed? And why does the mast not sail the boat? That man who comes is none of mine. Where I look, I see the man whose body is covered with skins of beasts. Who is this who walks up the shore behind Urshanabi? For surely he is no man of mine." So Urshanabi is the ferryman who, like Charon, who would take the souls across the river Styx. Urshanabi does that, and if the waters of death were to touch Gilgamesh, he would die. So previously there was an issue with that. So Utnapishtim looked at him and said, "What is your name? You who come here wearing skins of beasts, with your cheeks starved and your face drawn. Where are you hurrying to now? For what reason have you made this great journey, crossing the sea, whose passage is difficult? Tell me the reasoning for your coming." And he replied, "Gilgamesh is my name. I am from Urk, the house of Anu." Then Utnapishtim said to him, "If you are Gilgamesh, why are your cheeks still starved and your face drawn? Why is despair in your heart and your face like the face of one who's made a long journey? Yes, why is your face burned with heat and cold? And why do you come here, wandering over the wilderness in search of the wind?" Gilgamesh said to him, "Why should not my cheeks be starved and my face be drawn? Despair is in my heart. My face is the face of one who has made a long journey. It was burned with heat and cold. Why should I not wander over pastures? My friend, my younger brother, who seized and killed the bull of heaven and overthrew the humbaba in the cedar forest. My friend, who was very dear to me and endured the dangers beside me. Enkidu, my brother, whom I loved. The end of mortality has overtaken him. I wept for him 7 days and nights till the worm fastened on him. Because of my brother, I am afraid of death. Because of my brother, I stray through the wilderness. His fate lies heavily upon me. How can I be silent? How can I rest? He is dust, and I shall die also and be laid in the earth forever." Again, Gilgamesh said, speaking to Utnapishtim, "It is to see Utnapishtim, whom we call far away, that I have made this journey. For this I have wandered over the world. I have crossed many difficult ranges, and I have crossed seas, and I have wearied myself with my traveling. My joints are aching, and I have lost acquaintance with sleep, which is sweet. My clothes are torn out before I came to the house of Sandars. I have killed the bear, the hyena, the lion, the panther, the tiger, the stag, the ibex, all sorts of wild game, and the small creatures of the pastures. I ate their flesh, I wore their skins, and that was how I came to the gate of the young woman, the maker of wine, who barred her gate of pitch against me. But from her I had the news of the journey, so I came to Urshanabi, the ferryman, and with him I crossed over the waters of death. O Father Utnapishtim, you have entered the assembly of the gods. I wish to question you concerning the living and the dead. How shall I find life for which I am searching?" Utnapishtim said, "There is no penance. Do we build a house to stand forever? Do we seal a contract to hold for all time? Do brothers divide inheritance to keep forever? Does the flood time of rivers endure? It is only the nymph of the dragonfly who sheds her larva and sees the sun in his glory. from the days of old there is no permanence. The sleeping and the dead, how alike they are like painted death. What is there between the master and the servant when both have fulfilled their doom? When the Anunnaki, the judges, come together in a momentum, the mother of destinies, together they decree the fates of men. Life and death they allot, but the day of death they do not disclose. And Gilgamesh said to Utnapishtim the far away, I look at you now, Utnapishtim, and your appearance is no different than mine. There is nothing strange in your features. I thought that I should find you like a hero prepared for battle, but you lie here taking your ease on your back. Tell me truly, how was it that you came to enter the company of the gods and to possess eternal life? And Utnapishtim said to Gilgamesh, I will reveal to you a mystery, and I will tell you the secret of the gods. So there we have the idea of the fates. There's 3 fates out of the Greek religion. It's Clotho. I think it's Lycurgus and Anthropos, the weaver of the thread, the maker of the garment, and then Anthropos is the one who cuts it. So here we have the Anunnaki and the Mementon, the mother of destinies. Beautiful, and what's even more beautiful about this is to Gilgamesh, in the land of the blessed, Utnapishtim appears to him, and his appearance is no different than Gilgamesh's. So that's just pretty beautiful, I thought, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Be well, friends, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking